Should I record? Do you guys want me to record my audio?
Yeah. Holy crap!
Okay.
This did
Did
some stuff to my screen.
do you guys expect me to talk during the? Oh, I guess yes. Or I mean, I don't know if you guys just expect me to talk or just scroll through the bracket when you guys are done with one, or
I mean, you can. I don't know.
well, what were
We
you
do
guys'
want you to
plans
talk.
for me? Okay,
Hold on.
I think the
Talking or
original
not
plan
talking?
was for you to like draw the names basically as we go live on or live as we record. But you can also just like introduce the ones as we go along. So
Weird.
like, all right, we're
Never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
okay. Just to be like, all right, so our next one is, and you scroll down a little bit, and then you announce what our next one is, and then we're just like, oh,
okay,
kind of thing.
Okay, so that's fair.
Also, this is the first one.
Yes.
Shit.
This is the first one. I try to randomize it. Oh, let me start recording mine too. I tried randomizing it as much as I could so that there wasn't like, issues with seeds and all that stuff.
Oh, also, you don't have to record your voice right now.
Oh, it's too late. I already started.
I mean, you can if you want. You're not going to use it.
Well, what's his face that he was starting?
No,
he's recording the Zoom call right now.
Oh,
yeah.
And
wow.
now everyone's getting a hint into our process.
Oh gosh, I didn't even do my hair.
Do you have a camera? You cameraing it up?
I don't have one for my PC.
Okay. I remember last time we weren't able to see your beautiful face.
Yeah. Whenever I got to do stuff like this, I prefer the PC because I have more screens for it.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
No, I should probably test.
What am I testing?
Test 1 2 1 2.
Oh, my Audacity, huh?
Yeah. Make sure it's all lined up well.
But see, I'm perfect. I don't need to do testing. Boom. See, perfect green.
I like it.
Actually, should be a little bit louder.
Playable volume. Quick question for you, Josh. I noticed like Discord's opened. It won't pop up with notifications, will it? For your privacy reasons.
How much of my? Can you see the taskbar on the bottom?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't have notifications for.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to like set it up for right now to hide the taskbar or something.
It's fine. I don't have anything to hide.
That's good.
So just quick show notes real quick. We're just gonna treat this as a special show. Obviously I'll play host since it's technically my turn to host or whatnot, and then I'll lay out the rules. And then we'll treat Josh as like our special guest mediator. I guess that's what you would call it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
The judge.
Yeah, the judge, the jury, the last call. One thing I would like to do so that we don't keep getting stuck with the same person picking last, and I don't know if you can keep track of this, Josh, is I want a different person to start off the votes. So like bracket, so this is phase 1. Okay, let's say I vote first. I'm not going to vote first again for the next bracket or the next pair. And then technically, let's say Albert was the first person to vote first, then Taylor will be the next person to vote first on the third bracket, so that it's not always putting pressure on the last person to be the deciding factor.
Gotcha. That way gives people more time, right?
Yeah. Also, before the third person votes, especially if it's going to be a swing vote, I'd like there to be some type of banter of the reason why, like, this game should go to the next round, especially if you're going to vote the other way. Okay. Even if it goes flat out 2-0 right at the very beginning, still give like your vote still matters, but then we'll obviously push whatever game goes out. But if it's like a 1-1 situation at the very beginning, then obviously the the back and forth between the first two guys should kind of go for a little bit, and then to help decide for the third person.
Sure.
Gucci.
Do you want like final statements kind of thing?
Pretty much. Yeah, and because like this is basically, and I want to express this as much as I can. This is not the greatest video game of all time. This is the greatest video game of all time according to TPO as a whole. Okay,
we're gonna get so much hate.
And I'll say that multiple times throughout the podcast or whatever when we actually start recording. But I just want people to understand that, like, yeah, this is not the greatest of all time, period. Like, this is what we have to stick to. It's just the greatest of all time between us three and the people at the same time, because obviously, you know, that little fourth bracket was there or whatnot. But
the people's bracket.
Yeah, I'll explain this again when we actually do the actual real recording, and then but I just want to make sure. Oh yeah, okay, I like it.
I have a question. How long are you wanting this episode to run?
Okay, so this first episode, for the first part, we'll just go through the first round.
Okay.
All, what is it, 32 matchups, and then the second episode we'll finish off with the rest of the bracket.
Okay.
So then
we are doing multiple episodes for this.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So yeah, so the second episode, like I said, it should be able to finish the top 32, the Sweet 16, the top 8, and the final 4, which those should actually go by a lot faster than us going through this first round. I feel like the first round is going to be the hardest because it's also going to set the tone for the rest of the bracket.
I feel like the first round, there will probably be some pretty easy votes. Like this one obviously is not. We'll obviously discuss whether or not this is an easy vote, but there will be some easy votes that go by where it's like a pretty shitty people's choice kind of thing versus a very clear favorite of the three of us kind of thing. I feel like there will be bits where it's pretty easy.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
Oh, hey, Josh.
All right, boys, ready when you are. Just let me know.
So, sorry again. So you're probably wanting it like around the 1 hour and 15-minute range.
Yeah. Do you need to set a timer?
No, it's Audacity already does that for us. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can track it through there. By the way, Josh, just because I don't know if you had heard, if you took your headphones or something to the bathroom. This is going to be a 2-parter.
I was thinking about that. Okay, so the first 32 and then the next 32.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this is gonna be a long ass episode if we do it all today. That's fair.
I'd like to see like how it works out too, where like if we get more fan engagement, where they're either hating on us or loving us, or seeing like what they think of our first 32 picks or whatever.
And if things work out, because we have our recording on Saturday, we can like drop this episode coming Monday. The
recording on Sunday?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sunday?
Yes.
Wait, there's a recording on Sunday?
That's with that voice actor Larry Kinney.
Oh, I thought it was on Monday.
No.
Oh God, we're all over the place.
Jesus Christ.
So just giving you a heads up, I might not be in town on Sunday.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm going over with Rachel right now, so.
Okay.
Where are you going?
She's trying to plan some stuff. Also, I do have a wedding to prepare for as well.
Oh,
yeah,
it's adorable. Whoa, Josh, I can see your face.
What? Oh, hey, yeah, you. I forgot you guys can see my screen. I got bored.
That's fair. Right. So Sunday at 4, though.
Yes.
It makes things so much easier because I thought I was going to have to miss the beginning of Full Gear. Now we're fine.
Cool. Yeah, we may want to start just like 10 minutes early or so just to get like started and everything before he actually joins, and then the panic ensues. So.
Gotcha.
We probably should get together again. I don't know if you guys are free Saturday. if I'm not doing anything later in the day, I'm probably gonna end up having another board game night. But
Ooh.
just to go over your questions list, Taylor,
Okay.
and whatever.
Um,
Also, are we revealing our picks as they get picked, or is we doing that for the very end?
for what?
This bracket?
I mean, we can obviously make our arguments and people will figure out where we're going with it. But we won't make our official pick until we're like at the end.
God damn it, Josh.
Bro,
Alright,
you guys
yeah.
just keep talking. I'll
Yeah.
be on Facebook here.
Yeah. We'll just we won't flat out say whatever our picks are.
Oh, this is
and
being recorded, huh?
We'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah,
Well,
people are gonna see this.
Hey, well, well, it's not like I got anything. Hey, add me on Facebook. I won't accept your invite.
So maybe at the end when this bracket's all done, we could post our list because I still have mine typed out.
Yeah, that should be
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I'm actually excited to see what you guys have because I beat myself up multiple times, and then I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Josh made me redo one of mine, which I was like, oh motherfucker, because I didn't know where to go from there. But
Got 2 of mine redone.
I made everybody
Yeah.
do at least one. Just
That makes
to
I
make
had
it fair.
two.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Um,
Yeah, so it'll be interesting, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit from you guys, but we'll talk about it in the podcast.
one thing, Taylor,
Yes.
because I know you're putting together questions for Sunday, right?
Yes.
One thing I did want to see, because how long were we thinking the interview was going to be? Out of curiosity.
I just put it for 1 hour for him, but if he wants to bail out earlier, then that's totally cool. So
Okay.
there was no
With
agreed
one-
upon like how long
Yeah.
are we doing this? So
Because one, I don't want to, it make it awkward if we're just talking for an hour straight. There's
yeah.
only so much we could talk about.
Yeah.
But one thing, if we wanted to kind of tie in a bit with what our shows normally are,
Mhm.
and we do like a top 5, but just for him,
Mm,
we could do like a, top 5 voice actors.
yeah.
See what he says. Kind of
Interesting.
thing. Might be
Yeah.
a fun thing for him to kind of engage with that and talk about other voice actors.
Yeah.
Something to consider.
Mm-hmm. I'll be good because like I've the only fan questions I've gotten are for my mom. So I'm just like, okay. But yeah, any questions that you guys want to ask related, because he's like done radio and stuff. So maybe you might find that useful for you, Albert, because I know you did radio for a while. And I don't know what you could ask Mr. Baggard, but if you have any questions, so
Oh, I'm asking all types of board game related stuff,
nice.
and if he doesn't like any board games, then he's dead to me. So
Okay.
Is he getting a Thundercats board game?
I mean,
That's all I got.
I know they're supposed to be making like a Thundercats thing for the zombie side for Simon stuff, but I don't know if he's directly related with that or not.
I'll wear my Thundercat sweater that I used to wear in high school.
Oh, please don't.
Oh, it's
Oh
happening.
my god.
Oh, please
Oh god!
I wonder if it still fits.
You're gonna be that guy.
don't.
I'm gonna be eating a bowl of Cocoa Puffs. while we're
Gosh
doing
dang
this.
it. And now we need the Count Chocula, if that's still made.
God damn it! I hate all.
I'll be talking into a microphone because he's a voice actor.
Mhm.
There you go.
Dang it.
I see what you did there. I see it.
God dang it.
So yeah.
All right,
Post whenever you're ready.
we're all good. All right.
Oh, let me silence my phone.
Yeah, everyone silence your phone.
Please silence your cell phones.
Okay.
And this is episode 20, correct?
Probably.
I think
Yes,
so.
sir.
Okay.
Episode 20.
You realize we're like 4 episodes away from hitting our 1 year mark. Well, technically it's supposed to be 4, but I don't think it'll be 4 because we kind of skip some weeks. So
Yeah. Also, half of 52 is 26. Right?
is it?
Yeah.
No. Oh, it's because I did it by weeks. I'm sorry. No, because I know we like did some in 3 weeks, and we didn't do any in 4 weeks. And then one time we did 1 week, and then Taylor left forever.
Wait, when did
Sorry.
we start?
It was like January something. I think, yeah, we started at the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We'll tell
January
people.
25th, 2021.
There it is.
25th.
Oh, so
We
maybe
can get
we do.
out. We can get a few episodes out there by now.
Big question real quick,
Big
just
answers.
before I doze off into things. Do you guys want me to be included at least in the conversation of the games, or am I just like essentially not hosting, but like being the whatever?
I think it might be best that you stay the impartial one, but if
Mm.
you want to be like the fact checker for us,
Yes. Okay.
where like, yeah, if we want to discuss, who had better sales, who had a better Metacritic score, stuff like that,
That's fair.
you can pull that up.
I think at certain points, I think you should say some stuff for the simple fact, like if one of us hasn't played the game and that's the deciding vote.
Okay. So just
That's
not
good.
the full time, but just sometimes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Special
just
occasion.
yeah.
Okay.
If you're perfectly cool with that. But like I said, as we go on through the list, you'll be like, all right, for your first whatever, BioShock versus Super Smash Bros. And like, oh god, my titties, it hurts. I don't know which one to pick. Stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. That makes 100% sense.
All right. I guess we'll hit record on go. I'll go 3. I'll just say 3, 2, 1, go. You guys ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Welcome back, guys, to episode 20 of the Tripolar Opinion Podcast. I am your main host for the day, David Maggard. We also have Albert Delgado.
Hello.
And Taylor Hardy, aka
Hello.
Tesla Taylor.
Tesla.
Put your hands down, god damn
I'm
it.
sorry.
Your Tesla broke over the weekend. Come on, man.
I know.
Yeah,
I just got
yeah.
it back today.
Oh, did you? Is that how? I see that big ass box that you got today. I thought it was a big ass battery for your Tesla.
Yep, just replacing it.
Today we actually have a very special. I almost said very special host. Well, I guess he's a very special host, but we have a very special episode with a very special host. We're not going to be doing our usual breakdown. We're actually going to go back to a one of our fan favorites from our fans. Was that what it's called? Fan favorites from our fans? Anyways, we're doing another bracket, but this type of bracket is the best video game ever, greatest video game ever, most favoritest video game ever.
That's the one.
There you go.
That's the
Most
right word.
favoritist.
Yeah, most favoritest video game ever. But yeah, luckily today we've got the gracious time to be our mediator for this bracket, Mr. Josh the Sound Guy.
Who's
Hi,
gracious
Josh.
I
time?
don't know. You're a very busy man.
But you said we
Yeah.
have gracious time. Is that the special guest?
No. You blessed us with your gracious time.
We're actually
Oh.
starting a band. We're calling it Gracious Time.
Wonderful.
It's a great name for like some fictional character. Like I could see that in Marvel. Like, what was it that we were just talking about?
God.
Gracious something.
Gracious. Gracious Time. That's better than
Gracious.
what Dune had. What was it? Duncan, Idaho?
Oh, with Jason.
That's not better than what me and brother Gabe came up with, and that's Trash Can Nacho. So
Also, you're behind now, sir. We got him.
no,
We got
you
Yoker.
didn't. I hate you guys. I hate
We're
you guys so
Yoker
much.
now.
Well, I guess I need to catch up tonight. Anyways, like I said, we are gonna go veer away from our normal duties, and we're gonna get into a little bracket action. Is our most favoritist video game of all time between the collective of TPO. My goodness, today's a hard day.
I was about to say, you definitely just said this.
Yeah, I had a brain fart for a second.
Spoilers.
Oh god. Oh god. Almost looked at the list. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Nobody look.
Oh, we're experiencing technical difficulties at the moment right now.
We're good. We're
Okay,
good.
we're
We're
back.
good.
Oh,
back.
we're back. We're back.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
Sorry.
there we go.
The list almost got spoiled. Anyways, so you're probably wondering how we broke down this list. There is 64 slots, and we filled all of them. Taylor filled 16 of them.
You bet I did.
Albert filled 16 of them. I have filled 16 of them. And then Joshua Rios, how did you fill out for the people?
16 of them.
Okay, got it.
You're out of control.
Yeah, so Josh picked 16 for the people. Did you use
Metacritic.
Metacritic?
So what I did, I just went off of their they had a few lists, so I just kind of picked random ones from like their top 20 or their top of 2018 or top of 2019. That way it was kind of random.
That makes sense. No, that's a good way to pick. There were a little bit of rules that we had put in place. For one, it had to be a very specific game. It couldn't be the whole catalog of games. So like, for instance, you just can't say the Super Mario series. You'd have to pick a specific Super Mario, as in like Super Mario 3 or All Stars or something like that. Something crazy. I mean, maybe not All Stars. That's a bad choice, right? Because that just has 3, 2.
Why would you put that up?
Yeah, that has like 3, 2, and 1 in it. But yeah, have to be like a specific game towards that genre. So you may see, someone might have like Final Fantasy 8, and someone might have Final Fantasy 7 or 6 or 2 or 1. So it could be filled with a whole bunch of those, but I highly doubt it. Coming from the tripolar opinion, all three of us play very differently, and I'm pretty sure none of us have the exact same top or even like similar taste to what the people have as well.
I was about to say, we know, because if there were duplicates, we replaced them.
This is true. Also, if there were duplicates, Josh had contacted us to have us pick a new game for that slot, which I don't know about you guys, but my short list had 6 games on it still, just in case if 6 of my games got jacked up and I couldn't figure out where to fit them. And maybe we'll go through our short list on another episode. But for now, Mr. Josh, if you would like to take us to our bracket number 1 or matchup number 1 in the video game showdown.
And now for the video game showdown.
Why are you a ghost?
Hey, he's a nightly ghost, okay?
I don't know what that means.
It means
like is there daily ghosts?
No,
You're like a sir ghost.
Yeah, you're a sir. Yeah, like you knighted me.
So the first pairing we've got is the 2007 hit BioShock, the first one, and against the 2018 hit Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Fight.
I don't like the start.
Yeah, this is this is
we're
a
starting
rough
in
start.
hot. Sorry, boys. That's just how it goes with the brackets.
I mean, who wants to start?
I'll go. It pains me for the simple fact that I don't know. BioShock to me is a great RPG. It was one of the first ones. If I believe correctly, it came out on Xbox 360.
Correct.
and I think it was the first RPG, one of the first RPGs that I had for the 360 that I didn't know. I felt like it was a different genre, not just because it was horror, but like underwater horror. That's how it basically started with the God, what was that big ass monster's name? The Big Bad or Big Daddy? Is that what it's called?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. There we go.
Correct.
But then again, we go back to Super Smash. I come to think of it of this is a game that all of us played and all of us go back to, and I think it's a game that we could spend hours upon hours in playing, and there's so many different characters in the game, which made Ultimate just that much better. And I think that's why Smash is going to get my vote.
I love BioShock. BioShock, I am a very big like single player story type of game. And BioShock was a fantastic single player game. It had a great narrative to it. It's a fun mystery, a great atmosphere to it. Gameplay was a little repetitive. That's obviously something to argue about, but just like anyone who's played BioShock, if you remember the first time playing BioShock, it was an amazing experience. And I hate that I have to do this, but Smash Bros. Ultimate, because we're discussing favorites, Smash Bros. Ultimate is something I've gone to time and time again. It's something where they have pretty nearly perfected the formula of Smash Bros. And the fact that it has such great longevity, and honestly, you could play it over and over again without truly getting sick of it, speaks to how great of a game it is. Yeah, I hate to pull that trigger, but I'm gonna have to go with Smash Bros.
Yeah. I haven't played BioShock before, so I don't have much to say on that game. But playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with, like Albert was saying, there's so much replayability where it's like you can come back to it and not feel like sick of it, and it's always fun. And then you can make it not serious by adding items or adding more chaotic things in case there's like the skill gap is too great between friends. At least you can kind of make it more chaotic, and so everyone has a good time. And yeah, so my vote is going to go for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I hate it. I hate it. I was really hoping BioShock would run a few rounds, like knocking out some lower tier type of games, but it had to go against Smash Bros. To start. That's just unfair.
And Josh, real quick, did you have a like a formula of how these were bracketed?
I randomized it.
Okay, I just want to make sure,
yeah.
So our listeners know that like this wasn't just a number 1 versus a number 64 right off the back. Like, and I think randomizing it will bring out the actual true overall decision of tripolar opinion, for our greatest video game ever. And I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hurt a little bit sending BioShock off in the first round. So
I do want to say quick disclaimer for the bracket. I did try to do like some sort of seed value, because obviously these games do have some sort of score to them, but some of them did not, especially some of the super old kind of not indie but not well-known games don't have scores. So at that point I was just like, fuck it, and I just randomized it and threw it in there.
sounds good.
And also, BioShock is not an RPG. It is a first-person shooter.
I guess that does make sense. I don't know. I felt like I had RPG elements into it. Maybe just because to me the story was kind of deep. But then again, you said it came out in 2007, right? And I was, I was a wee lad.
Correct. All right, so we are moving on to the second one, which is God of War, the That's a good question. I forgot what. God damn! Why is it doing this? Everybody, look away.
No.
Why is it scrolling away? Okay. Here we go. We're good. We're back. God of War. I don't recall which one the person voted for. I'll check that in the background, but I think it's the new one. Oh my God! Why? I just click and it moves. I'm sure you guys already saw the other ones, but it's God of War versus Bloodborne. Bloodborne on the PS4. I guess PS4 versus PS4 exclusives for a while. Fight.
All right. I feel like I will know the answer to this quickly. So all three of us, raise your hand if you played Bloodborne. Ah, really? Fun. Well, I know where my vote is. I did not raise my hand. Go ahead.
I'm guessing that's for God of War.
You mean the one I played? Yeah.
Yeah. My vote's going to be for God of War, and the reasoning is like the storytelling, the like got me really involved. Like you know, got to grow up with Atreus is his name, something. Anyway,
Boy. His name
boy,
is
yes,
Boy.
boy. So yeah, I was just like getting kind of like to go through this journey with him and his dad, and I really just like the gameplay was really solid. It had really great storytelling. Um, Bloodborne is just a very difficult game, and it was too hard for me that I stopped playing it. So you can make fun of me as you will, but um, I don't know. There was just not for me. There's not any storytelling in that game. You just have to figure it out through the items and whatnot. And I'm just like, nope, I'm good. I'm more of like, tell me a story, not let me figure out the story. So my vote's going to God of War.
So even though my vote's not going to count, and I'm going to get a lot of backlash on this, especially I feel later on in the bracket, I have not played the new God of War. I have played Bloodborne, and to the opposite of what Taylor said, I loved it. I loved just grinding it out, and I'm not exactly sure what you said, Taylor, about like I don't know if you meant like there's like no meaning to like the fighting system or whatever the game, but there's so much. It's like a hidden pattern of how like especially when you do like the boss battles of how they move, and you need to read and understand and understand how to react. Like that game is so precise. Like it's possible with a very little chance of beating it the first run of whatever you have, but getting stronger and coming back, which I'm kind of surprised like this is not more of your type of style of game, because I remember on a previous podcast we had talked about Hades, where like you get beat, you go back, and then you come back and try to beat it again. I felt like that was Bloodborne at basically at its finest, kind of. And it may not be what is it called, a roguelike?
Yeah.
But like I don't know, just for me the grind of knowing that I need to get better to beat this thing, and it was possible to get better. I just need to understand how to get better and use what tactics or what type of weapons or whatever to defeat this thing. To me, that's what made me like the game. So I know I'm already going to get outbeat, but I'm going to give one to Bloodborne.
I will say in the comparison of like Bloodborne to Hades, with Bloodborne, like they both are very grind heavy type of games. But when it comes to like a game like Bloodborne, which is a Souls like very difficult game, the feeling, like the amount of times that you feel successful are fairly few and far between, because it takes so long for you to beat that thing. Where like in a roguelike, like in Hades, you feel accomplished because you're wiping out waves upon waves of enemies. And yeah, at some point you get beat, but then you can come back and still feel good about beating waves upon waves upon waves of dudes. And it's just like, you feel good about yourself for portions of the game. Where in Bloodborne, you feel good about yourself, say, once every 20 to 30 minutes.
I know, but that feeling of finally beating that guy, oh my god, it feels so good. It's like when you're on the road and you need to take a dump and you're like, oh, I'm on this highway. I got another 30 miles I gotta get through. It's at least 30 minutes. And then finally you just get to pull over, just hop right onto that baby and just release all those demons. The most rewarding feeling ever. You realize you didn't shit your pants. Your underwear's clean. Okay. You don't have to throw them away. And it's all made it to the toilet.
I mean, this, if we're using this kind of analogy, then like Bloodborne to Hades is like constipation to diarrhea.
Oh, so I guess God of War is moving on.
Yes. Not much discussion on God of War there, but he's moving on.
God of War moves on. All right, boyos. Next one we have up is more on the classic, or that's the word, more on the classic side of gaming. We have Street Fighter 2 versus Paper Mario. Go.
So I haven't played a Street Fighter like 2 game. I played like the Marvel versus Capcom stuff, and that's kind of like my basis with like Street Fighter and such. But I'm not too keen on like those types of like fighting games and such. So my vote's gonna go to Paper Mario, and I liked Paper Mario's like storytelling and RPG elements. It is a great game. It was pretty decent in size, and with Street Fighter, it's you get to do your fights against the CPU or a friend, and that's it. So I felt like Paper Mario, there's more value in that game with stories and the RPG element. So my vote is for Paper Mario.
The only people who respect that are people who are fans of Paper Mario, which is not me. Street Fighter 2 set the groundwork for the rest of 1v1 fighting games. Period. Without Street Fighter 2, obviously you don't have the rest of the Street Fighter series. I feel like you don't get the competition for the Mortal Kombat series. You don't get the competition for Soul Calibers. You don't get the competition for the Tekkens. You don't get the competition for the Dragon Ball Z games. You know, the 1v1 fighting scene started with Street Fighter 2. And I say 2 way better than 1 because obviously no one really knew what 1 was, and there was just random. I feel like there was no real characters, but 2, you know, that started the most memorable people. Everyone knows who Ryu is. Everyone knows who Ken is. Everyone knows who Vega is. Blanca, you know, Bison, Balrog, all those guys. Dhalsim, Zangief, for crying out loud, was in what movie was that? Wreck-It Ralph. Okay. Street Fighter 2 has so much more nostalgia and I think so much more history that it's brought to the game that it makes Paper Mario forgettable. Also, I have to vote for Street Fighter 2 because I have the Street Fighter board game that's amazing. So
the disrespect was unnecessary there.
I agree.
You could have just said Street Fighter 2 is great, Paper Mario, sorry. But you had to be disrespectful about it.
I'm sorry. It's just there's so much memories for me with Street Fighter 2, even just playing the CPU. Also, like that Street Fighter 2 set the precedence for me to be like, hey, I'm better at my friends than somebody else. Okay. And I have to be better by the tactics of how my character used. Doesn't that sound a little bit, just a little bit, like Super Smash?
I mean, they're both fighting games?
Exactly.
I will say Street Fighter 2 absolutely has an important part in history. Like it is one of like the original competitive fighting games. Street Fighter 1 was fun. Street Fighter 2 is where it really caught some balance. It found some good mechanics. It really carved out its spot in history. respect to Paper Mario as well, though. Nintendo took a big risk with Paper Mario, because like Mario, don't get me wrong, Mario's always been great, but there was some staleness coming with doing the same thing over and over again. And so Nintendo was like, what if we took Paper Mario and we like made it an RPG and we did it so differently than we normally do? And it worked out wonderfully. It was a very good game. It still had the spirit of the Mario games while being unique in its own way. So like it's a great game. I will, however, have to give my vote to Street Fighter 2. I'm sorry, Taylor.
Okay.
Respect to Paper Mario. It's a great game. It's definitely got it's unique and it's special, but Street Fighter 2 does absolutely hold a very special part in video game history, and I gotta respect that and getting my vote.
In your face, Taylor.
All right. So Street Fighter moves on. Paper Mario gets crumpled in the dust. Next one. We've got Tekken Tag Tournament,
Oh, God.
the Triple T versus Diablo 2. So some more old games that no one's ever played. Fight.
Oh, God. Here we go. It comes down to another fighting game. And what would you call this? RPG? First person shooter? First person. I never even played Diablo.
I was about to say, you're saying first person. You have no idea what Diablo is.
I'm like trying to think. Is this like one of those overhead games?
Yes.
Diablo, where like you pick a character and it's like the overhead look.
Yep.
All right. I wasn't a big fan of any of those games. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this. But Tekken Tag was such a great game. There's so much history in Tekken. It brought out the counter system, or at least the straight crazy block. What do you call that? The parry mechanism, where you could just like parry some stuff, and then you could like hold and throw people, and then guess what? When your guy's getting his ass beat, you just tag somebody back in. You know what that opened doors for? Capcom versus Street Fighter. We'd already talked about Street Fighter, okay? No, personally for me, I think I'm going Tekken Tag. That's another one of those games where I've spent hours upon hours using the. If I remember correctly, the roster for Tekken Tag was deep. It was pretty big. Although they did have some layover characters were the same, with like Kuma and Panda were the same, but like I think the Raptor and the Kangaroo were the same person, but they were somewhat different at the same time. I don't know. I'll always remember Tekken Tag as being another one of those fighting games. But then again, maybe I'm just a fighting game type of person. I don't know. Tekken Tag's going to get my vote.
We seem to be catching a trend here with you, sir. Well, I do like Tekken Tag. I have a lot of fond memories of Tekken Tag. Having said that, I'm going Diablo 2. Part of me is just because Diablo 2 is a great game, and I really enjoyed my time playing Diablo 2. The other part is I do want to end this streak of fighting games. And if I were to rank my fighting game, Smash Bros. Ultimate's definitely up there at the top. Street Fighter 2 was obviously way up there. Tekken Tag, it might creep into my top 5. Might, but it's not. It doesn't. It's not a top game, and Diablo 2 definitely deserves it more than Tekken Tag does.
I can respect that way better than Paper Mario. So,
The disrespect. Just for that, I'm voting for Diablo 2.
you son of a bitch!
I've played Tekken Tag before. Again, those types of fighting games are just not my specialty. I don't really get that kind of enjoyment from them.
Do you not know what fun is?
But with Diablo 2, there was like great storytelling. I really liked the system that you had to level up certain points to become stronger. Then you just make your character like ridiculous OP and such. Like the Paladin's hammer just constantly circling around you, and you're obliterating everything around you. There's just a a nice sweet moment of that. But anyways, yeah, it was just a really great game by Blizzard, and yeah, so my vote is for Diablo 2.
I'll remember this.
Dun, dun,
Bye bye, Tekken.
dun. I guess Tech and Tag is not it.
I get
Get
it.
it? Get it? Because
I
it's
see
like
what you did
tag,
there.
tag. Yeah. And to the next ones. Rocket League versus Pokemon Red. So classic versus a newer one. Fight.
Can we make this quick, Taylor?
I mean, we could. I just want to discuss it real quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to discuss it, go for it. But we all know where this is going.
I think so.
Let's all praise Rocket League for a little bit. Here we go.
Rocket
It's a
League,
very
so
fun game.
it's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the competitiveness, there's a
Mhm.
lot of strategy, a lot of skill that goes into this game.
True.
The
Totally
storyline's amazing.
ridiculous. The storyline's so good. It's got a real place in history, it really changed the game.
What a
What
goal.
else?
Oh.
What a goal. Hashtag nice save. Taylor, go ahead.
Yeah, I like Rocket League for it brought something kind of different to soccer, essentially cars with soccer. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's kind of cool to watch like on some streams and stuff, but that's about it. I liked watching my brother play. He's really good at the game. So yeah, but are you ready for my vote, or are we doing this all at the same time?
No. I want to talk about it just for like
Okay.
a quick second. Remember previous in the bracket, we were talking about Bloodborne, how like you reach that final boss and he just fucking wails on you.
Yep.
That's this part of the bracket right here.
Just Rocket League is so good.
Yeah. It's Pokemon Red. I mean, how could you go against it? The only other going against it wouldn't be Blue because Blue sucks, but it'd probably be like, I don't know, Sapphire, or maybe like Pokemon Sun, maybe Sword. I don't.
Hey man, what about Yellow when you got Pikachu?
Oh, that is true. Although I was jealous because I could never figure out how to make my Pikachu surf. So
See, what you had to do is you had to check under the bus that was in Cinnabar Island to make sure that you could do the thing. Okay, and then they also say that if you check that like thing, and then the meal would come out, you know?
Josh, I'm guessing you never played Pokemon?
Are you kidding me? That is literally like the biggest rumor mill as a kid, where like you could find Mew under one of the buses. Oh, I can't remember what city it was in, but that was one of the things. I'll fact check it.
I need to know this because I'll break out Pokemon Red right now. I swear to God.
It's not legit. It's a urban myth or urban legend that the
Okay.
kids would spread around for getting Mew.
I was gonna say the only glitch that I'm pretty sure everyone knew of was the missing no glitch and how to get like infinite items. But other than that, I don't think I ever confirmed any other myths or glitches or anything like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're it's a straight across the board. Pokemon Red.
Yep.
Pokemon Red. Yep.
Sweet. Pokemon Red, great choice, boys. All right.
Oh no.
Next off, now that we are on to the next one, we have Wakawa Nawa Revenge. Just kidding. WCW/NWO Revenge versus Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I don't know the first game, so my vote is Ocarina. All right, next one.
Your vote
Fight.
doesn't matter.
Oh.
Let me get this out of the way so I can get out of the argument and not have to deal with it, and I'll obviously face all of the hate. Never played Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. My vote's WCW NWO Revenge. Go ahead, guys.
Oh,
What the shit?
I think we talked about this last time.
Oh,
Remember, Taylor? There was one of the times you got upset at Albert, and he said you need to stop what you're doing and go play it right now.
mhm. Well,
I know where Taylor's going.
yeah, I'll let you be last, Mr. Magger.
I hate you. I hate both
So
of you right
I've
now.
never played WCW, so my vote's gonna be Legend of Zelda.
Oh no! Oh no! I don't know. I don't. Okay.
Are we gonna need a tiebreaker from
Hold
Josh?
on. We just need to talk this through real quick.
No, we don't.
Okay.
This isn't a hostage situation.
WCW NWO Revenge is possibly one of the greatest wrestling games ever made. Okay. I think it comes close second to like the very first WWF or E, whatever it was at the time, the SmackDowns. Okay. It comes really close to that. I would say WCW NWO Revenge is probably number one for the simple fact that God, the gameplay was something fresh and it was something new, and it was something for the wrestling fans. And for anybody who has listened to the podcast before, like everyone knows, we're all pretty much deep wrestling fans, all three of us. Taylor's still getting his feet wet every now and then. But yeah, it's if you listen to a previous podcast before, you understand that me and Brother Gabe went through a 2-hour wrestling match with a 1v1 versus Goldberg and Scott Hall, while poor Albert watched the whole time, and we were too tired to play the next round. So he just, I feel bad to this day about it. But I did win that game. Okay.
I still never got to play.
But then you have Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this, but Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time to me was the best out of all the Zelda series. Okay, I know people are going to be like, whatever the one for the Switch is pretty good. Whatever, I don't care. I never played that one, but Legend of Zelda is probably the only Ocarina of Time. It's probably one of the only types of games that I've actually finished through at multiple times in multiple stages of my life. So when it first came out, I beat the game. 5 years later, when I got a little bit older, became like a teenager or whatever, I beat the game. Even later, I beat the game. You know, when I first got my first place, and I didn't have anything, no cable, no nothing. I just had a system. I beat the game. Mind you, I still had newer systems and stuff, but Legend of Zelda was something that I always went comfortable to go back and play to beat the game. But it pains me to do this really bad. And Albert kind of said it already. He kind of sees a trend in how I vote. And I'm pushing WCW and NWO Revenge into the next round.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I know that's probably going to be the upset of the bracket right now, but for the simple fact that I have so much more fun playing WCW and NWO Revenge, I have to push it to the next round.
Like, I feel hurt by this, and I voted WCW.
Oh God, I don't feel good about this choice.
I hope you don't.
Wow.
I hope you're like Chris Jericho and following some tax.
Yeah, it hurt.
Can I just say that no?
I'm sorry
right
you
now,
had to be a part of this, Josh.
If you go look behind me, like if you would have looked last weekend, you would have saw Pokemon Puzzle League in the back. But if you go look behind me now, WCW NWO Revenge is in the N64 as we speak.
I could have sworn Pokemon Puzzle League was there.
Did you not listen to me, Taylor?
Anyways, on to the next coupling. We have Final Fantasy Vi versus World of Warcraft. Final Fantasy VII versus World of Warcraft. Sorry, I don't know how to speak tonight. Fight.
So I'm well, this is gonna be relatively easy for me. I never was a WoW player. I can see it in Taylor's face right now. He's so upset.
I am.
I never got to play WoW. Taylor never invited me to play WoW.
What the shit?
He always wanted to play with his other friends. I mean, he's allowed to have other friends, right? But we go back to where I feel like games started changing the course of other games, and I feel like at 7 was where it was at. Now the follow-ups, some of them weren't that very great. Like I didn't appreciate 9, and 10 kind of brought me back in. But for a turn-based fighting system and the way that materia worked in the game blew my mind as a young kid when I first played it. And mind you, I played this when I was like between 7 and maybe like 6 and 8. Not fully even understanding how to use the materia system, but now going back now because I'm rerunning through the game again. Summoning those materia like Bahamut and Ifrit, and seeing them in action, I was in awe as a child, and still somewhat in awe now. I mean, it could be better graphics, but for me, the choice is going to be Final Fantasy VII. Plus, the story's so good. The game was so good they had to make it a second time. Remastered it for a whole new system with updated graphics, and obviously the gameplay is a little bit different, but they redid everything. They even made a movie out of it. Like there's so much that came out of 7, I feel like, which for me it's just going to push it for my vote.
Just to make Taylor's vote interesting, I've never played either of these games, so I'm gonna pick World of Warcraft just so that Taylor can decide.
You're a horrible human being.
Yeah. Did you see it? Does it feel good? Does it? You have to let down somebody.
I do. All right. All right. God damn it. So these both like games are masterpieces in their own right. Final Fantasy VII, fantastic storytelling, wonderful RPG elements. There's so many quotes, and it's so memorable. The gameplay was solid. Just it felt really good when you're summoning and everything, and just making iconic characters like Cloud, Sephiroth, Aerith, and like experiencing your first death at the party that sucked ass after you've leveled her, but so and then with World of Warcraft, I know there was other like MMOs previously before it, but like World of Warcraft set the golden standard of what MMOs like should be, in my opinion anyways. And so they created iconic moments like Leroy Jenkins, for example, and there was just a lot of like great storytelling. It was continuing off of Warcraft 3, and so and you just get to see your favorite characters in this huge, massively multiplayer game, and getting to make new friends throughout this game, doing PvP, trying to get stronger and everything, and leveling. And it was just I have a lot of memories, a lot of time. It's what got me actually building computers and such, was World of Warcraft, because I wanted a better gaming computer to play World of Warcraft. So with that being said, my choice is going to be World of Warcraft.
I'll slap the shit out of you when I see you.
Because yes. I'm sorry, everyone.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You move World of Warcraft. I get it. You hurt me because I hurt you. I got it.
That's not it.
No. Next slide, Josh. Next slide.
We now live in a world where our bracket knocks out Ocarina of Time and Final Fantasy VII in the first round.
It's Thanos' snap. I hate it.
And Final Fantasy was supposed to be freaking Iron Man snap, and you ruined it. You ruined the whole thing.
Albert started it. He caused the chaos.
You can raise chocobos in the original Final Fantasy VII, and then you can race them motherfuckers. But no, Leroy Jenkins is so much better.
But I'm still playing WoW. I mean, before whole Blizzard's thing, I was still playing WoW to this day.
Yeah, you support that guy. Dead to me.
And he's also supporting Blizzard, which is under some hot fire these few days, weeks, months. So just saying.
Just saying.
Never forgive you for this.
I'm sure the rest of the
bracket.
internet won't either.
No, I don't think anyone's listening to the second episode of this.
That's okay.
There's too many upset people.
I'm barely listening to the first episode. So moving on.
Yep.
All right. So for our next one, another MOBA on the line. We got League of Legends, or I guess in order, we got Red Dead Redemption, followed by or against League of Legends. Hit it.
All right. I guess this one would be pretty easy. I haven't played Red Dead Redemption before. So I don't have much experience with it. I've heard great things about it, but that's all I could really say. I've had experience playing League of Legends. Primarily like season 2 was the highlight for me, and moving on from like 3 and 4, but don't play so much anymore. But yeah, based on my experience, I'm gonna have to go with League of Legends because I just have no experience with Red Dead Redemption.
I officially feel like Taylor doesn't understand fun.
Okay. It's different gaming tastes.
Oh God, how could you not like you sit
I've
there?
never played it.
You yell at me about storyline and like how inverse of the environment is, and I'm like, man, he's gonna pick great games like Red Dead Redemption or Final Fantasy VII. You know, stuff you could just go walk around and do whatever you want. You don't technically have to follow the story. You kind of can go like, do your own thing and kill your own monsters or shoot you down the legendary bear or whatnot, or go save somebody randomly in the river.
It's Texas the video game.
I don't understand. I don't exactly. And you lived in Texas, and you love Texas. Every time we're in Texas, you want to eat Whataburger.
It's so delicious.
See, exactly. I bet you there's a Whataburger in Red Dead Redemption, but it's not called Whataburger. It's probably called like beefy beefcakes or something. I don't know. Okay.
That was my nickname in high school.
I'm going Red Dead Redemption. I'm sorry. I think I'm still upset from the last round.
I was really hoping this didn't happen. David, I haven't played Red Dead.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No! What is wrong with you people?
Yeehaw! I'm a cowboy.
Oh no! I'm hurting right now. I before you pick, okay? Before you pick, just understand this, okay? Red Dead is the Western Grand Theft Auto, okay? Like literally, you could go out and you could do whatever. You can be a good guy, you could be a bad guy. if there's people to save, you could try to save people. There's little side missions where like sometimes someone will tell you like, hey, I need you to go to the next town and kill this gator and bring it back to me because I need the gator skin. But then you get there and you realize it's a big ass albino gator and you're like, oh shit. And you're just trying to fucking shoot it with a shotgun while trying to back up with your horse. And then your horse falls off the cliff and you're like, no, I can kill the gator, but I don't know how to get back to the town. You understand? There's just so much stuff to do in that game. League of Legends, what are you just doing? Click, click. He's on my sex. He's on my sex. Click. Okay. You got him? Okay. We good? Okay. GG. And then you sign off. Okay. I'm sorry.
That's a good argument. It's a very good argument. My one response is I never played Grand Theft Auto. My pick's League of Legends.
Damn it! Josh, I demand a reorganization of this bracket.
You know, I could not find a simple website to make a freaking bracket, bro. It took me so long. So no, you can go fuck yourself.
Damn it.
So league moves on. Oh god.
I don't care what you say. In my personal bracket, I'm moving over fucking Red Dead. So
that is the bad bracket. Anyways, on to the next one. So both of these are the pinnacles of their genres. Mass Effect 2 versus Resident Evil 4. I'm gonna go pee while you guys fight.
All right. Is it back on me?
Is it? I don't remember. I think it's me actually.
Oh.
I have minimal experience with both these games. I played both of them. I never finished either. So I'll get that out of the way. That should tell you my immediate opinions on both. However, they are certainly, I respect the history of them, the importance and the like how well made and how well done both of these games are. For my personal preference of what I like in a game, I gotta go Resident Evil 4. I only like RPGs so much. And Mass Effect 2 obviously is one of the pinnacles of RPG, but like I said, if I'm not a fan of the genre, it doesn't matter how good you are within that genre, probably not going to like it.
I think we're going to need Josh for this one. I have not
Ooh.
played either or of these games, so it'd be unfair for me to vote on either or. So I have zero experience. I know Mass Effect, I know Resident Evil, but I've never played any of them. So I feel like I shouldn't vote.
No, you should play devil's advocate like I did.
Oh, nope. Don't want to make Mr. Baggert angry again.
David, do you think it matters? Or...
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
For the simple fact, I wasn't a Mass Effect fan. I did not. For me, it just didn't click. Games like that, and what was the other Xbox exclusive one with like the mechs?
Titanfall.
I don't know why Titanfall didn't hit for me either.
I was about to say that's a very different game, but all right.
Yeah, no, I did just those Xbox games for some reason. Like I did own an Xbox and a PlayStation at the same time, but like some of the Xbox RPGs or Free World or whatever, I don't know why those exclusives didn't really hit with me. Also, I love the Resident Evil universe. Not so much following it anymore because I can't really play that kind of stuff around the kids because I'm pretty sure it gives them nightmares. But Resident Evil 4 is also another one of those games that I rarely beat video games, and that this was another one where I beat multiple times. So my vote's going to Resident Evil 4.
All right.
All right.
There you go. That makes that easy.
Yeah.
Resident Evil. Oh, I'm sorry. How do they say it in the game? Resident Evil 4.
I like it.
Moves on.
Good. Well done.
Next grouping, we have the wonderful Guitar Hero 3 World Tour, I think that's what it was, versus Monster Hunter World, the newest, well, not newest, but somewhat new version. Go.
Wow. For as different as these games are, I appreciate both of them. If it wasn't for the simple fact that my PlayStation got stolen at one point in time, I'd probably still be deep in Monster Hunter World. I was already deep in it when I first played. But when everything got stolen, I did not want to restart for the simple fact that God, that took a long time. And Monster Hunter is one of those games where it's a good grind, and it's a steady grind, and it's rewarding when you finally beat the big boss. But then we go to Guitar Hero 3, and I'm like, the playlist on Guitar Hero 3 was pretty good. Guitar Hero, it's funny now that we bring in Guitar Hero, because I don't think my kids have played Guitar Hero, and I kind of want them to play those type of games. But they're so expensive now to try to find like the old stuff. Like people are selling them for ridiculous prices. But gosh, this is a hard one for me, you guys. I think when it comes down to it, I think I'm going Monster Hunter.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm going
Alright.
Monster Hunter. There's I don't know. There's a lot of replayability in both games. Monster Hunter, I mean, you can be multiple different people. Every time you kill a monster, you upgrade your weapons or your armor. I mean, I don't know. I know Guitar Hero has the same gameplay, but it was fun trying to outdo. And then, God, the meme where the guy, have you not seen that? Or the little video where he's like slamming his freaking fingers up and down. And he's like, oh, I'm bleeding. Oh, I'm bleeding. And he never stopped though. You know what I'm saying? Like he did that whole song on expert, but his fingers were jacked. I could never do that, but hey. Yeah, let's go with Monster Hunter.
That's a good choice. I will say I've played both of these games. I absolutely see the like longevity and replayability of both of them. Having said that, one of these games I played for, I'd say a total of like 10 hours. The other I played for like 500. And that'd be Guitar Hero 3. I loved the game. It was extremely fun to play. Obviously, it was a bit of a novelty, and that really showed later on. But at the time, it was extremely fun. It's absolutely something I'd love to just play at random times, to play with friends. I believe 3 was the one where they finally got like the actual songs like from the original folks instead of like covers, which they did in the first and second one. So that was really cool to actually hear the songs and play along with them. And then obviously attempting to do Through the Fire and Flames was just impossible, but still trying it needed to be done. It's just it holds a special place in my heart, and so for that I vote Guitar Hero 3.
So it comes down to me, huh? Oh, I see. Well, this one, pretty easy, I guess, for me. I've only played about 5 minutes of Monster Hunter World, so I don't have much to say about the game, but Guitar Hero 3, I have lots of memories with friends and that such. So yeah, Guitar Hero 3 is going to be my vote. Loved Through the Fire and the Flames, and I miss playing Guitar Hero, actually. I miss playing Rock Band as well, so maybe we should all just get together and play some again. So, anywho.
Do you have everything?
I do. I've still got the controllers, the USB things to connect to the controllers, the drum sets, everything. So I'm sure the kids would love it too.
Okay. So, sorry, I was burping. We have the winner. I don't remember, but we
Guitar
have
Hero
one.
3.
Guitar Hero 3.
Off to the next one. This one, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Disclaimer, I don't recall which version we decided on for this one. We then have Mario Kart 64. Whoa, why did that go yellow? Give me a second to double check on that Battlefront 2 thing real quick to see which version it is, unless the...
This does strongly matter which Battlefront 2.
Yeah, give me a second here. Give me a second here. Where did it? Fucking fuck. Oh, I might. I've been watching Ted Lasso. What about you guys? Have you guys watched Ted Lasso?
Oh, I
It's
love
been
Ted
on.
Lasso.
Oh, it's so good. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, boys. I don't remember who the. Okay, here we go. All right, so we are doing the original Battlefront 2, not the new one, not the EA. Well, I guess they were probably both EA. Anyways, original Battlefront 2 versus the other old Mario Kart 64. Go.
Taylor, I think we're on you to start.
Perfect. Yeah, I got zero experience with Star Wars Battlefront 2, so I'm gonna have to pick Mario Kart 64. Lots of fond memories of playing them with my brother and sister and friends, and doing the block fort and just having your own island and duking it out essentially. Still has some of the great like versus mode ever, but my vote will be Mario Kart 64.
All right. I didn't know. I feel like I'm gonna hurt someone's feelings.
I'm used to it.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I like either of these games.
Ew.
Albert, if you don't mind, I think I'm gonna pass it to you before I vote, because I'm like 50-50. And I don't know if you have a way that you're specifically gonna go.
So let me get this out of the way. There are a lot of great memories with Battlefront 2. Fantastic game, super fun. Played it a lot. Brother Gabe
Game.
For the game.
knows very well. We played it a lot. It's a wonderful life. You gotta shake it. Anyway, having said that, I cannot disrespect Mario Kart. I don't know if 64 is my top Mario Kart. I do love Double Dash. That's a great one. Obviously, like the new Mario Kart has really stepped it up quite a bit. 64 definitely has some good memories to it. I will say Mario Kart 64 gets my vote.
So that's I guess I don't need to vote then.
No, not quite.
Okay, good, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, Mario Kart 64 is not my favorite, and I barely played Star Wars Battlefront 2. I know through the grapevine that it's an amazing game. Everyone keeps saying it, like the whole universe is very well out, and created for its time, but I never really got into either of these.
I will say it speaks a lot to the fact that Battlefront 2 is a PS2 game, and Josh can feel free to fact check it, but last I've seen, Battlefront 2, the PS2 one, because it's on through PC that you can still play it, has more active players than the EA Battlefront 2 has.
Well,
Old. I can't find an answer on that right away, so I'm just gonna.
That's fine.
I'm just not gonna answer that question.
That's okay. If our fans at home know the answer, go ahead.
They
Let
do
us
know
know.
the answer. Hit us up
Someone's
in the comments.
got it.
Someone should visit the Tripolar Opinion Facebook page. Tell us what you think so far. Tell us that Taylor's wrong on every account, and that the audacity of him to push World of Warcraft over Final Fantasy VII is just an atrocity to this bracket.
We
I
have
blame
bracket
Albert.
that is kicked.
He could have
out.
made it easy.
Final Fantasy VII, Ocarina of Time, and Red Dead Redemption. And BioShock, if we want to throw that in there too. Many games that people have as their number one, and they're out in the first round.
I don't know if our fans are gonna like this or if they're gonna hate it. So
They are probably going to riot against us.
Riot because of Riot
Yeah.
Games, League of Legends.
Or as Trash Can Nacho would say,
So on to the next one.
Yeah.
We have a game called Minecraft. Y'all ever heard of it?
Maybe.
It's really indie, underground. Versus Dynasty Warriors 4. Go.
Is it mine? Can I go first?
I think
it's
so.
me.
I think so.
I have played one of these games, Minecraft.
Oh, God. Why? You're gonna do it, aren't you, Taylor?
So I don't know. This is like a difficult choice. Like I played Dynasty Warriors. I think it's 4. Unsure, but Dynasty Warriors game is a Dynasty Warriors game anyway. So and then there's Minecraft and I don't know, getting to build with your friends and oh man, what's it called? The creator mode where you could just create these ridiculous like houses or lands or things and such. I don't know. I think just based on like the games I played, I have more memories with a particular game instead, and it's gonna go to Minecraft.
Go to the next slide. Slap the shit out of Taylor, swear to God.
All right.
I don't think I like living in a bracket where League of Legends and Minecraft move on, and we've eliminated so many of those other games. If Fortnite makes it through this shit.
What?
David, are you going to
No, I don't even want to talk about it. I fucking hate Taylor right now.
What the God?
Okay. Moving on from this crybaby fest, we have X-Men versus Street Fighter versus Mario Party 4.
I mean, are we being for reals now?
Reals.
One of these, I have an arcade system in my man cave. The other one is probably somewhere in the shelf, not being played at the moment right now because there's a million of them. Hands down, X-Men versus Street Fighter. Now, I know what Taylor's going to say. So this is really up to Albert, okay? This is really up to Albert.
Should I go just to
Go ahead,
end the
Taylor,
suspense?
go ahead.
Okay. I see what you did there. Okay. I haven't really. Well, okay, wrong.
Yeah, I know.
played it.
There we
I
go.
played it-
There we go.
I played it on your arcade once, and your son whooped the heck out of me. So, which he needs to enter into tournaments. That boy is so good. But I don't know. I got more enjoyment from Mario Party than I did playing just the fighting game. So I'm gonna go with Mario Party. Oh.
I just want to let you know before you vote, Albert. Max will be super upset if this doesn't make past round 1.
Okay, we're cheesing the votes, I see.
Just remember when I first got it. Just
I'm
remember
looking.
real quick. Remember when I first got it, we were over there hugged up, man meat on man meat right next to each other. Because I have the mini arcade version, but still, it's still just as good.
That's a lot of man meat.
Slamming all 6 buttons together, doing half circles, picking different guys. You can have Ken and Gambit on the same team, Wolverine and Ryu. I just think about those good times.
I see your arguments here. I do want to say though, because all these positives, they happen to be a positive of a different game, that is better than this one.
Oh God.
Having said that, Mario Party 4 is not the best Mario Party. So I'm choosing between two subpar of their own like franchises. And if I have to choose one that I've gotten more enjoyment out of, it's X-Men versus Street Fighter.
There you go, Albert. Hold on real quick.
I'm calling bribery.
I'm just saying, the roster would definitely beat down the Mario Party roster.
Again, it's the subpar version of a better game, but it gets my vote this round.
Don't fuck with Yoshi. He'll fuck you up and turn you to an Eggman.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Eggman? Sonic?
Hey, that's not part of the bracket here. Spoilers. But we're moving on to another Mario-related show-off. Mario Kart 8 versus the indie hit Celeste. Taylor, talk. It's your fucking turn, dude.
I don't know what Celeste is.
Bro. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking.
And Josh, if you could fill him in just a little bit.
You ever played Super Meat Boy?
Oh, yes.
That kind of style of game.
I
2D, 2D. I don't remember the 2D platformer about this girl named Celeste, or not Celeste. That's the name of the mountain. I don't remember her name. I think it's Madeline or something. Yeah, fun game, real great game. Not gonna say which one I prefer, but
Yeah,
it's Celeste.
I see. It's just gonna be Mario Kart 8. I have no experience with Celeste, so on to the next one.
Before you vote, Albert, I'm pretty pissed right now. Okay, because going back, we pushed fucking Mario Kart 64 through. Okay, and I didn't want to. God damn it! I fucking hate this bracket so much right now. So much. Now, I don't have as much experience as Celeste as probably you, Albert. And I didn't know. To me, Mario Kart 8 was the superior Mario Kart for all the Mario Karts. Actually, I take that back because I really love Double Dash. But I think Mario Kart 8 would probably be like a close second. Unfortunately, I think Mario Kart's going to get my vote.
Then what am I even here for?
I'm sorry. The people
If it
still want to
helps,
know.
Celeste was the vote. I really like Celeste. It's a very good game. And indie games got to get some love.
I agree. Celeste was fantastic. I played it on Stadia. Fun fact for y'all.
Interesting.
Anywho, off to the next one. Wow, that is a name. We have. Wait, hold on.
That game looks familiar.
Hold on.
The bracket's
Hold
invalid.
Oh,
The bracket's
no.
Oh
invalid.
shit!
This never should have happened.
Throw it out now.
I knew there was something wrong. Hold. Let me grab a game. Let me grab a game that I know is not on here.
On the next time of Tripolar Opinion Podcast.
Okay, so, Battlefield 3 versus Need for Speed Underground 2.
The fact we had to throw one out, I think we pretty sure where we're going here.
Well, not to make the argument, Battlefield 3 is a decent game. But if we're going for which one is greater, which one's our most favoritist?
Most favoritist.
Okay. It has to be Need for Speed Underground 2. There's so much memory. I mean, you guys remember playing your first Need for Speed game? It was different from all the other Need for Speeds, or at least the Underground was different from all the other. You could customize your car, put underglow. Fast and the Furious at the time was like a great thing in the movie industry before it got ruined with all the extra 7s and 24s.
They went to space.
Yep.
Yeah. So Need for Speed Underground, I think, put on the map because I mean that also started Midnight Club. I feel like, and Midnight Club was a great game as well. I think one thing that also puts Need for Speed Underground over, and I think it's very underrated and people don't take it for as good as it was the soundtrack to Need for Speed Underground 2 fit perfectly throughout the whole game. You could listen to you never had to turn off any of those songs. You could listen to the whole thing over and over and over again while playing the game, and it'd be perfect. So that's why Need for Speed Underground 2 is going to get my vote.
Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Needs for Speed Underground 2 for me. The music was very memorable, and during that period of my life, I wasn't too huge into rap and stuff, but I loved like all the songs, and I would sing it to Mr. Maggard quite a bit. But it was so much fun customizing your own car, making it look as cool as possible, and racing. And eventually, you got to play online and play with other people online, which was like kind of unheard of at the time because it was just like online gaming was just like coming new to the like console systems and stuff. So yeah, a lot of a lot of great memories with Need for Speed Underground too.
I don't even know why I'm here.
We're gonna pick Battlefield.
No, I was gonna pick Minecraft.
Yeah, we just had a small technical difficulty, right?
Maybe you should pay your employees more.
He wants 2 diet sodas.
I want benefits.
None of us
Whoa,
even
man.
have benefits. What the hell?
But I want them.
What are you gonna unionize?
Yes, if I knew what that meant. On to the next one, because we clearly won for Need for Speed. Oh, we got white screen versus white screen. I think this is our last one. Let me double check.
The numbers seem
either
weird if this is the last one.
Yeah, let me double check my list. Either way, it is for our listeners. We have Arkham City, Batman Arkham City versus the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Go for it.
My vote is easy. You guys know where I'm going. I love Batman. It's Arkham City.
I haven't played any of the games.
Okay,
so
we're just gonna make this easy. It's Arkham City.
Okay, there we go. Easy peasy.
I can't go through another thing of you ruining the bracket. Okay, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it, Taylor. You've hurt me so much. Okay, Skyrim is a good game. Okay, I give it that. But for what Batman Arkham City had did, yes, that sometimes it was repetitive, but the repetitiveness actually played off well in the game because that's what Batman does. Batman goes in the city, he goes saves people, he does freaking little missions for Gordon or whatnot, and then he does his own crap, and then doing the little hidden mini games of like finding where was it like the Riddler symbols? Was that one?
Yeah, the little trophies.
Yeah, the little trophies. That was amazing too. Like it had its spin-offs. Spider-Man tried to do it. In this recent Spider-Man for PS4, I have played the Miles Morales edition, and I appreciate that. That was just as fun. But if I had to choose from either of those two, it'd probably be Batman Arkham. It not only was a good storyline, it just kept you entertained to keep wanting to play the game. So, and I'm not saying that Skyrim didn't do it for me. Just Skyrim just didn't scratch the same itch. I think I felt more rewarding beating a character's ass in Batman than I did in Skyrim, where it just looks like I'm holding a sword in front of me and just doing this little motion of just swag, things that they do in Minecraft, which is boring and not fun at all.
All right, see, Taylor, not unnecessary. You didn't need to be-
Exactly. This was so easy.
This is very stressful. I think due to time restrictions, we're gonna end up cutting it off here for our first half. so far, what do you guys think? Looking at our list of things.
What do I think? I feel upset. And even though a lot of like my votes were the winners, it's still weird. I don't know. People are gonna be upset, and we're gonna do what, like 3-4 episodes of this? People are gonna be very upset just
Yeah.
from this first one.
Yeah, there was definitely some tough choices to be made.
You don't get to speak. You ruined this. You ruined it. I don't understand.
You
There's
do the
certain things-
rules.
No, you do the rules. There are consequences to this. You know, loop your rolling days coming up soon, sir. And guess who's not getting any?
No.
Mr. Josh, from an outsider looking in, what's your perspective?
On what? Just kidding. Sorry, I'm busy with this bracket because I have to do things for us. I don't agree with a lot of your choices for all of you, but it's also come down to the fact that at least for David and what's your name? Taylor.
Oh, thanks.
It's a very generational thing. Like for example, one of the bigger ones was like Need for Speed versus Battlefield. I thought of Battlefield because I was looking through a list and I saw just Battlefield, and Battlefield 3 was the one that came to mind first. And that's one I really enjoyed out of the franchise. But that's just because, again, it's one that I kind of grew up with and played with. So, yeah, you guys have shit game tastes. Shit
Hey,
taste
man.
games.
You know that WCW NWO Revenge was far superior to Ocarina of Time. And our podcast, as a united force, will stand behind that decision for the rest of our lives, right, Taylor?
I hope people are angry at you.
You know what? I have the 64 set up. Okay. Bring some controllers over.
Done.
We'll go all out 4-way Royale. And
All
you
right.
tell me you don't have that much fun playing your first game of WCW NWO Revenge than you did in the same amount of time that you would have in Ocarina of Time. You tell me I'm wrong.
Okay. Well, we'll do that.
And I won't change my vote. Well then, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. You're gonna get another, if I'm looking at this right, maybe like another 2 or 3. I think possibly 3 total episodes of this. Hit us up on our Facebook. Let us know what you think so far of the first half of the 64 team bracket. Let us know what you would have pushed up, what you would have pushed in, who was more right, who was more wrong. You guys could say it's Taylor. It's perfectly fine. It's okay for him to be wrong. Also, we do have a contest going up. If you would check our Facebook page, it's basically a suggestion, an appreciation, because we did reach our century mark and likes for the page. Go check that out. There's some rules in there and explains on how you can win basically a free gift card, and we choose a winner live for Thanksgiving. We also have some upcoming stuff which we're pretty excited to explore, and it's one of our first. I don't know. Should we tell them? Should we tell them now, or should we keep it secret?
I mean, it's on the Facebooks.
Oh, I guess so. We do have an upcoming interview. Taylor, do you want to talk about it real quick?
Sure. Yeah. We're very lucky and fortunate to have a voice actor. His name is Larry Kinney. He's going to be joining our podcast on the 14th, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we're going to just ask him some questions, and we're looking for questions from our fans. If you'd like to ask him some, if you're fans of the shows or just got curious about like voice acting work and such, we want to hear from you, and so we can get some questions asked to him. And then my last bit is please fill out the survey for anyone that's listening. We need more feedback. It really helps out the show, helps find out what you guys are interested in, what you like, what you don't like, and just kind of helps make us a better show for you guys. So if you can get that filled out, just takes 3 minutes of your time. That would be awesome.
Yes. Also, if you have any questions, make sure you hit them up with them. We've ran out of questions, so if anything you'd like to know, we'd really appreciate it. Quick shout out for Josh for putting this bracket together. I know you may not think so, Josh, but I appreciate you more than what you think. Yeah, I know, right?
I'm crying.
Josh has been a big help with helping put the show together, and even though we give him a lot of crap, he's technically one of the tripolars. I just don't know which part of the tripolar, but he is.
Can I be the polar part of the polar?
Maybe you could be the O in opinion. I don't know.
I want to be the P.
You got it, bud. Lastly, we want to shout out our Twitch streams. You can catch us mostly every night for the most part. If you want to see anything that I'm doing, go to Diabetic Coma. Taylor is Kenshin Ryu. Josh, do you have a Twitch?
I do, but I don't stream anymore. So it's not worth it.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe one of these days we can get Josh to Twitch his Twitch.
I love twitching drugs.
Albert is still currently working on his, but soon, be prepared. It's coming up. And lastly, just hit us up with any questions or comments or concerns. Whatever you guys got, we appreciate it. We love you guys.
Mhm.
Somehow you stick with us this long. Like I said, it's episode 20. I never thought we'd get this far. Honestly, half of me thought we'd stop halfway through at around 10. But it's always good to get, like Taylor said, that feedback if you guys fill out that survey. You guys have anything?
This is also where we would sponsor or we would shout out our sponsors if we had one.
So if you want time on our show, you could always, donate, subscribe to our Patreon. Let us know, hit us up.
You know those like ads that you see on billboards that are like, your ad here, call this number. You could do that with us. You could just hit us on Facebook. We can put an ad for whatever you're selling. Let us know.
Yeah. And like I said, watch us out for Twitch again. Maybe we can put an ad out in the background of Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I want to do a little bit more of some I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to do some more board game play. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, we appreciate you guys. Hopefully you had a fun time with the first half of this list. And the second half will reach you guys soon. But until then, I'm David Maggard. The wrong guy is Taylor Hardy. We also have Albert Delgado.
Yeah, I'm here too.
And don't forget our lovely, lovely Josh the sound guy.
Who?
Exactly. Thanks you guys for listening.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
That's the exit song. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it.
The sound effects are getting great on here.
And stopping. Oh, how do I? Oh, there we go.
There we go.